Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Okay, so I am your teacher for today. Today's review session for your 2023 final round. Okay, so let's talk about the rules here. So first is turn on your camera and mute your mic all times, please. Uh, if you can mute your mic, maybe I'll give a warning. Okay. Also use the chat box responsibly. And please pay attention when someone else is talking, or I ask some of you to explain your solution. Uh, please listen and pay attention. And also, do not hesitate to ask questions, okay? Especially if we are discussing, okay? So we are here to learn, and hopefully you will utilize that. Okay, I'll answer as much as I can. And also, make friends, learn, and have fun. So enjoy learning math here. Okay. So also my name pala is Coach J. I'm Jay, and you can call me Jay anytime. And please do not hesitate to ask questions. You can direct message me if you are not that comfortable sa everyone at chat box. Okay. So let's start. Okay. For number one, the sum of nine consecutive odd numbers is 207. Find the third largest number. Okay, so as we know, the sum of arithmetic uh, series would be s of n over s equals to n over 2 times 2 a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Okay, here we have n to be 9 since there are 9 consecutive odd. Okay, so if we have odd consecutive numbers, this means our difference would be equal to our d would be equal to 2, right? Okay, so this is 9, 2a sub 1 plus 9 minus 1 times 2. Okay, so if you have this equation na sa solution box. So simplifying, you'll get this second equation. And solving for a gives us a equals 15. Okay, so this is our a. Now, we need to find the third largest number. So that is, since we have 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So our third largest number would be the seventh term, diba? So we have 15 plus our a sub n would be 15 plus 7 minus 1 times d would be equal to 2. So we have 27. Or if you don't want this solution, you can just go by putting 15 as the first term, then 17, then 19, 21, 23, 25, and 27. Okay, so any question? Okay, yes, everyone got this one. Number two, there are 13 questions in a mathematics competition. The scores of each questions are allocated in the following ways. 1 mark will be given for a correct answer, 1 mark will be deducted from a wrong answer, and 0 marks will be given for a blank answer. Find the minimum number of candidates participating in the competition to ensure that at least 4 of the candidates, at least 4, will have the same scores in the same competition. So this means that our perfect score would be 13, diba? Right? Our perfect score would be 13. So max score would be 13, and our minimum score is negative 13. Okay, so and so on. So our our total number of scores would be from negative 13 to negative 12, negative 1, 11, negative 10, and so on, then 0, then 1, 2, so on, up to 12 and 13. All right. So in total, uh, there are 13 for the negative and 1, 0, and 13 for the positive. So in total, this would be 27 scores, right? 27 different scores. 27 different scores. Okay, so now we need to find the minimum number of candidates to ensure that at least 4 of the candidates will have the same score. So this means that we should have 27 times 3. Okay, for this is for the this is for the number of candidates that are at the same scores with equivalent of 3 candidates. Okay, so now we only need 1 score for the other candidate. So any score, so that would be +1. The total would be 82. Okay, so this is the pigeonhole principle. Okay, so you need to fill up the missing boxes first. Okay, so it's like the pigeonhole. So next, the 16th of June 2022 is Tuesday. Which day of the week will the 16th of June 2029 will be? Okay, so we know that there are 2 leap years on this year. So 2022, this list, 2023, 24, 25, 26, 7, 28, and 29. So our leap years would be 2024 and 2028. Okay, years. The rest would be normal years lang. So basically, after 1 year, you only move the date +1. Okay, so this means that in total, there would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5 plus 2 times 2 is 4. So that would be 9, right? 9. So this is, you divide this by 7. So basically, you have 2 modulo 7. This means that after Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, so you have 2 days after Thursday. Your base day is Thursday, right? So 2 days after that would be Saturday. Okay. So now the solution box, the base here is Sunday, I think, because it started from 4. So basically Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So it started at Monday pala. Okay, I'm sorry. The solution box started at Monday. Okay. So here you can see that 6 modulo 7 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So in any case, you can have different base point. But for me, my base day would be what would be the given. Okay. So So I always start with Tuesday, Thursday, or at any day what the problems want. Okay. So next, number 4. Given that A is to B equals 3 is to 4, B is to C is 2 is to 1, C is to D is equals to 5 is to 9, and D is to E is equivalent to 3 is to 1. And A plus B plus C plus D plus E is equals to 20,700. Now, what is the value of D? Okay, so there are different ways to solve this, but here I want to show the most uh, basically, this is like the elementary way of solving this kind of problem. So basically, you're making a table so that your solution will be clear. Okay, so now first you do is uh, write the variables here at the top. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, and put in the ratios of each uh, equation. So you have for A is to B, you have 3 is to 4. Okay, okay, this one. For A is to B, you have 3 is to 4. B is to C, you have 2 is to 1. And C is to D, you have 5 is to 9. And D is to E, you have 3 is to 1. Okay, so you have to put those first. Now, after that, you continue every line. Okay, the first would be for A is to B. For A is to B, okay, for this part, you have 3 is to 4. Okay, next is B is to C would be 2 is to 1. Okay, pero adjusting here, adjusting at the third ratio, which is the B is to C, essentially that would also be 2 is to 1, right? So from here, you follow 4 and you multiply C by 2 so that the ratio would remain 2 is to 1. Okay, and also after that, you have 5 is to 9 for C is to D, right? For C is to D, you have 5 is to 9. Okay, so now you have base C as 2 from this line. Okay, so now you need to adjust everything from that point. So to copy C is to D na 5 is to 9, you multiply 5 by 2. Okay, so now this would be your base point. Okay, after that you adjust from that ratio, you adjust everything to the left. Okay, so here you have 10 is to 18, right? So basically that's 5 is to 9. But you should also adjust A and B. So for that, you have B is to C equivalent to 2 is to 1, right? So that's 20 is to 10. And for A is to B, you have 15 and 20. Okay. And you'll do the same last part. Okay. So now you have this common ground for everything. You have A as 15, B as 20. Basically, this is 3 is to 4. This is 2 is to 1. This is 5 is to 9. Oops. And this is 3 is to 1. Okay. So now we need to find the value of D. Okay. So that's D equals to the total divided by here. Okay. So now they have all the same concept of proportionality. So that's why everything here would be included. And we need to find D. So at this part, D is 18. D is 18. Okay, this one. You have D as 18. But if we want to find the value of A, you multiply this by A also, which is 15. Okay. So simplifying, you'll get 5,400. Now, and also, as I said, there are different ways to solve this, and you can try solving this by A is to B equals 3 is to 4. You create everything in terms of B or A. Okay, so it depends on you. So now you have A equivalent to 3 fourth B, and B is to C would be 2 is to 1. Here you have C equals B over 2. And for C is to D, you have 5 is to 9. You have D equals to 9 fifths C. But C is 9 halves. C is B over 2. So you have 9 over 10 B for B. Okay. And for D is to E, you have 3 is to 1. And your E now is D over 3, which is 3 over 10 B. So now you have all variables in terms of B. And from here, you solve for B and you adjust everything up to B. Okay. So those are two different options to solve this kind of problem. Okay. So in most cases, you'll get wrong on your arithmetics. So be careful with that for adding, subtracting, multiplying your numbers. Okay. Next number 5. I use decimal number system to represent quaternary system. The number 2023 base 4. Okay. So now this means that this number 2023 base 4, we need to convert this into a number in base 10. Okay. That's it. Because decimal is base 10. Okay. So in our number system, the decimal system, we don't need to put 10 as base. Example, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically, this is base 10 na. So we don't need to put 10 there. Okay, so it's a convention na lang. It's a convention already. So we don't need to put base 10 on every number if we use the decimal number system. Okay. So, but in other number systems, so here we have the quaternary system. There is also a binary. Okay. And our hexa, our octa system. Okay. So those are different. Okay. So in the case, I'll explain it to you later. So now we need to convert this to base 10. Okay. So for that, since we have base 4, so basically this is, for this part, this is 4 raised to 0. This one is 4 raised to 1. For this part, this is 4 squared. For this part, this is 4 cubed. Okay. So that means that you only need to multiply this. Okay. So your base times the digit plus base times the digit plus base times the digit plus base times the digit. Okay. So in total, this is equivalent to 139 base 10. Okay. Decimal number system. Okay. So there are also other ways. Okay, I'll give another example. So for this part, this is equivalent to 139. Okay. So there are different methods to convert numbers. Okay. So how about we need to convert 10111 base 2 to base 10. Okay, so this is called the binary system. Binary. Okay. From here, if you have a system, okay, so here this is base 2. For the 2023 base 4, you have base 4. Okay. So as you can see, there aren't any numbers greater than 2 here, and there aren't any numbers greater than 4 here. Okay, so that's our base actually. So Basically, that's our ceiling part. So example, if we have binary, so binary binary. Okay. Our numbers are only 1 and 0 because our base is 2. Okay, so it means when we add 1 plus 1, you have this is 10, right? And this is 2. This should be 2 in our in our decimal system, but in binary, since this is our maximum digit would be 2 minus 1, which is 1. Basically, this is our 10. It means it passes the ceiling of our base number, which is 2. Basically, if we have 2 as our 10, that means 2 as our 10. Okay. Basically, 1 plus 1 would be 10 here. And if our sa quaternary, so we have base 4. Okay. Basically, if we have 2 plus 3, so that should be 5. Okay. So that's not the case because in quaternary numbers, our first number will be 0, then 1, 2, then 3. So is there a 4? No, there is a 4. So you jump to 10, then 11, 12, then 13, then 20. Okay, so basically this is in binary system. In decimal system, this would be our 0. This is our 1. This is our 2. This is our 3. And this is their 4. Okay, this is our 5. This is our 6. This is our 7. And this is our 8. Okay, so basically you just need the base and the placement. Okay, the exponents are the placement. So our tens digit, our hundreds, our thousands. Okay, so now if we need to convert, say 2032 base 7. Okay, so we need to convert this to decimal. Okay, so that would be here. This is 2 times 7 to the power of 3 because from the start, this would be 0. This is to the power of 0. This is to the power of 1. This is to the power of 2. And this is to the power of 3. Okay, so next is 0 times 7 squared. Okay, plus 3 times 7 to the first power. And plus 2 times 7 to the 0. Okay, so the equivalent for that's our base 10. Okay, any questions? None? Okay, so that's the case. Okay, so let's continue. By the way, there are harder part of this conversion. Okay, so if you convert base 8 to base 16. Okay, so we also have base 16. Okay, that's our hexa system. So basically, so base 16, that would be for base 16. Okay, so basically we start with 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wrong, sorry. Eraser. So that's 10. Then, what's your guess after 10? Can someone guess what's after 10 for base 16? Any guess? Just guess. Right, it's A. A, then B, then C, then D, then E. Okay. So basically, these are numbers in base 16. Okay. So Basically, if base 16, you have number of A, E, B. Okay, so this is a number in base 16, A, E, B. Okay, and these numbers are used basically mostly in computers, but in computers we use numbers binary. Everything is in binary. Okay, so yeah, sorry. Thank you, Moyen Tong An. Okay, there aren't 10 in base 16. You're correct. You're correct. Okay. So this would be there's no 10. So our last number would be F. So basically 1 to 9, then A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. Thank you for correction. Okay. So then after that, you start at 10. Okay. So basically the 10 is 17. Okay. So basically 10, 16. Okay, di ba? 10 base 16 would be as okay. 1 times 16 raised to 1 plus 0 times 16 raised to 0. Wow, wait, am I right? 10, 16. No, you start at 11 na pala. Sorry. This is the 11. This is 11. Okay, so equivalent this is 17. Okay. Yes, F would be the last. So F would be your number 16. Number your number 15. Okay, sorry, your number 15. This is your 15. Okay. Next, according to the pattern shown below, what is the number in the blank? Okay, so again, on this kind of problem, there are many ways to solve this, right? So it's up to your thinking, what pattern shows up in your mind, right? But here, this would be the pattern. Okay, so you multiply this by these terms and subtract everything by 1. Okay, so in any case, I'll just show to you what would be the pattern. Okay, so this is your first term, second term, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. So the answer would be 11,359. Okay, so I guess for this part, there would be no discussion. Okay, so everything is in your mind. You should catch this pattern, this A sub n. Okay, so this is just logic or anything related to that. Of course, okay, the classical problem of square root is third. So there are many ways to solve this, but I'll show you uh, the fastest way. Okay, so as you can see, this would be your base point. First and foremost, the square root inside of the square root. Okay, so you have 91. So your factors for that are 13 and 7, right? This is 13 times 7. So basically, you have a hint. You already have a hint that uh, the number used here are 13 and 17. So the first thing you would do would be square root of 13 plus square root of 7. Okay, so you square that, you have 13 plus 2 square root of 13 times 7, that's 91, and plus 7. So basically, you have it right now. Okay, diba? So basically, this is equivalent. So this is square root of 13 plus square root of 7. Okay, so in most part, that would be the case. Okay. Uh, Also, there are harder parts of this kind of problem. Can you go back to 6? Go after, sir. Okay, so let's go back. So someone requested. Okay, let's go back to question 6. Okay, Okay, so here, any question? Okay, so we proceed to number 8. Please give me a go sign. Okay, so let's proceed to number 8. Wait, time is it? So, so here we have if 2x to the fourth minus nx cubed plus nx squared plus nx plus 54 is divisible by x squared plus 4x plus 3, find m plus n. Basically, this expression is divisible by x squared plus 4x plus 3. From that, you factor this out. So you have these two terms at two factors. Basically, by what you call this factor theorem, if you if you substitute the root of these factors, okay, so you have a remainder equal to 0. Okay, so here you have x equals -1. Here it was you have x equals -3. You substitute, and you have these two systems of equations. And solving for m and n, you have m equals -44 and n equals 21. So adding these two, you have -23. Okay, so factor theorem here. So basically, what you did was you use factor theorem. So you substitute x equals -1 and x equals to -3. Now you created two equations. So after that, use basic algebra, solve for n and m, right? So we know how to do that naman already. So after that, you solve m plus n. So you get -23. Okay. So next, number 9. Factorize 4x squared minus 4y squared plus 40x minus -28y plus 51. And there are two ways to solve this. Okay, so let's try the first. So first is you group everything. So say you group x and y's. Okay, so first you have 4x squared plus 40x, and you leave blank here for the constant part of x. Next is a y, 4y squared, and -28y, and blank. So there we have remaining 51. Okay, so from that, you have 4x squared plus 40x and blank minus 4y squared minus 28y, okay, a plus, okay, somehow blank. And now we complete the square. Okay, so here we have 14, and the remaining would be, this is 14. Oh, sorry, that's not be 14. And this would be 7. This would be 7. 49. This would be 49. Okay, and the remaining would be 100 plus 100, so that our constant is still 51. Okay, that's 100 minus 49. That's still 51. Okay, so completing the square from here, starting. This would be the equivalent. So that's 2x plus 10 squared minus 2y plus 7 squared. So factoring lang. Then using difference of two squares, you have 2x plus 10. A squared minus b squared is a minus a plus b times a minus b. Okay, recall. So we use that for the second to the last line, and after that, simplify and arrange. So you have that equation. Okay. For the second solution would be use quadratic formula. Okay. So this is a harder part and takes a lot of time. Okay. So you need to do this if you really can't find a solution. Okay? I mean, if you really can't find any entry how to solve the problem. Okay. So 4x squared and 40x and everything would be your C. Okay. So minus 4y squared minus 28y plus 51. So basically, we have quadratic formula is negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay. From this equation, you have a equals 4, b equals 40, and your c is negative 4y squared minus 28y plus 51. Okay, so substitute everything there and solve for x. And you'll see that you'll get the same answer. Okay. So your strategy here will use the solution first to the left. Then after that, you can solve it. Use the right one. Okay. So next, number 10 is told that x is rational and x equals to 72 minus 6 squared to 72 and so on. So this is a nested radical. So basically, it repeats after this point, this one. So basically, that's our x also. So that's why x would be square root of 72 minus 6x. Okay, so squaring both sides, you have 62 minus 6x. Okay, so solving for x, you'll get x equals 6 and x equals negative 12. Okay, so as we can see, we have x equals a positive number. Okay, basically that would result a positive number. So you reject this one, negative 12. Okay, so our answer here would be 6. Next, 11. So given that x is a real number, find the maximum value of negative x squared minus 10x minus 21. Okay, so here we complete the square. So that's 25. If we add to 25 here, we need to balance the equation. Okay, so this would be x plus 5 squared minus 66. Okay, so basically this part here, the minimum value for this is 0, right? Because it's a square. So everything you do, everything you subtract, you substitute x, any number is either 0, negative or positive. That would result to a square. So basically, this would subtract everything. If we don't need to make this 0, okay. So basically, the maximum value here would be negative 66. Okay. Eleven. So given x is greater than 0 and x plus 1 over x equals 11, find the value of x squared plus 1 over x squared. Okay, so here we have 11. We square both sides. We have x squared plus 2x times 1 over x, right? Plus 1 over x squared equals 1 to 1. So here we cancel x here and we proceed here. So basically 119. Okay. Next number 13. Find the sum of all positive factors of 756. Okay. So the first thing you do is solve for the prime factors. That's 756 equivalent to 2 squared times 3 squared times 7. Okay, if we want to find the sum of all positive factors, that means you add everything 2 to the 0 plus 2 to the 1 plus 2 squared. Okay, times 3 to the 0, cube, this is cube, sorry. To the 0 plus 2 to the 1 plus 3 squared plus 3 cube, and 7 to the 0, 7 to the 1. Okay, so basically this is all you need to do. So that's why 1 plus 2 plus 4 and 1 plus 3 plus 9 plus 7 and 1 plus 7. So 48. Okay, so basically that's 2 to 40. Okay, so how about our year today? We have 2023. This is 7 squared times 17. Okay, 17. 17. Okay, so if we want to find the sum of all positive factors of 2023. So that's basically 7 to the 0 plus 7 to the 1 plus 7 squared times 17 to the 0 plus 17 to the 1. So this is 14, 1 plus 7 plus 49 times 18. So this is 57 times 18. Okay, I'd like to solve for this. Okay, that's your task now. Okay, basically that's our answer. That's how we solve this kind of problem. Okay. So any question? None? Okay, so let's proceed. Oh, sorry. Okay, 14. So it is known that x is rational and x is greater than 0. Actually, this is redundant. Okay, so I'll explain why that's redundant. Okay. X equals 4 plus 21 over 4 plus x. Okay, basically, this is a nested fraction. Nested fraction. Okay, so earlier we have nested radical, right? So basically, same concept, but the first one is radical, the second one is a fraction. Okay, so basically it repeats here. This part. Okay, so basically this is the one, this is the given, and it repeats here. The denominator of 21, right? So that's our x also, right? That's our x. So basically, you solve x and solve this normally. Okay. Okay. So now you have x squared minus 4x minus 21 equals 0. And factoring this out and solving for x, you have two different values. X equals -3 and x equals 7. Okay. And now we have x equals 4 plus 21 over 4 plus 21 over 4. Basically, you're just adding everything, right? You're adding positive numbers. So you are expecting a positive number also, right? So basically, this should be discarded. Okay, this would be rejected. Okay, so you have x equals 7 here. Okay, 10. Oh, wait, is there a harder part for this? Hmm, special. Okay, I think there is a number equivalent to 1 plus 1 over 3. Okay, this one don't have any pattern, right? Okay, can someone give me a pattern here? Blah, 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 and so on. If you continue that, there is no pattern. Okay, so if you're interested, you can search this up. Okay, might give you some interest. Okay, So 15, given that this number is a 10-digit number, which is divisible by 7, find the sum of all possible values of a plus b. Okay, so if we have a number divisible by 7, okay, so first thing you do is you group them by 3. So you have from the units digit, so you have 67b, then 853, then 39a, and 2. Okay, so from here, you add, so add the 67b, so that's basically 670 plus b, right? Then subtract 853, so alternately, so you continue, that's 390 plus a, then minus 2. Okay, so this is equivalent to a plus b plus 205. Okay, so this is our first equation. Okay, so now we need to find the sum of all possible values of a plus b, right? Okay, so now we have a plus b equals 205. So basically, a plus b plus. Okay, so divisible, the nearest number divisible by 7 here would be 210 and 217 and 217. Okay, so basically you don't need 203. Why? Because 3 minus 7, right? Uh, we need A and B. See, A and B should be greater than 0, right? Because it's a digit. Okay. So here we have A plus B equals 5 or 12. Okay, right? So our A and B would be 5 and 12. Basically, the sum of all possible values of A and B, A plus B, sorry, would be 5 plus 12 equals to 17. Okay. So let's straight on. So let's have a break, 10-minute break. Okay. So let's continue. Time check, 225. Let's continue 240. Okay. Okay, so start. Time check, it's 2:40. Okay, so let's continue. So for number 16, if x is greater than 0 and x is an odd 3-digit number and x is equivalent to 17 modulo 24, find the minimum value of x. So basically you have your x is 24k plus 17. Okay, so in this form, so you need to find x that it should be an odd 3-digit number. Okay, so for that, your minimum value of k here is, let's try 4. So if k is 4, you have x equals 24 times 4 plus 17. Okay, so that would be 113. Okay, so you got it now. Okay, so your x is 113. So it checks all. X is greater than 0, x is an odd, and x is a 3-digit number. Okay, so this is just an introductory problem. So I hope everyone can convert a modulo equation to from congruency to equation. Okay, so that is what we did here. So this equation is converted to this. This congruency is converted to this equation, and you apply basic algebra. Okay, so let's continue. Given a and b are real numbers and satisfy equations a minus b equals 9 and ab equals 13, find the value of a squared plus b squared. Okay, so you have a minus b equals 13 and 9, sorry. So you square this, square both sides. So you have a squared minus 2ab plus b squared equals 81. Right. So now we have ab equals 13. So a squared minus 2 times 13 plus b squared equals 81. So with this, you have a squared plus b squared equals 81 plus 26, which is 100. A minus as a squared plus b squared. Okay. You have 81 plus 26, 107. Wait. Okay, so disregard this equation, the solution box. Okay. So let me check. Is correct again. So a minus b equals 9. You square both sides. So we have a squared minus 2ab plus b squared equals 81. So we have ab equals 13. So we have a squared. We have a squared minus 2 times 13 plus b squared equals 81. 81. So we have a squared plus b squared equals 81 plus 26. Yeah. Yeah. So I guess this should be plus 4. Should be plus 4. Okay. So our answer would be 107. Okay, correct. It should be 107, not 29. Okay. Plus 2, a minus b plus Yeah, plus 2 lang dapat. Then this would be plus 26. Okay. And 107. Okay, thank you. So from here we have a squared plus b squared plus 107. Okay, so I have a question. So how about you find a to the 6 plus b to the 6? Okay, go. So solve for, so given this here, so now, so I'll erase this one. Okay, so okay, disregard the solution box. Okay, so from here, our a squared plus b squared is 107, and our given was a minus b equals 9, and ab equals 13. Okay, I need you to find a q basics. Okay, a to the 6 plus b to the 6. Oh wait, it's a bit of hard. It's a bit of harsh. Okay. Cube muna. Okay. So a cube plus b cube. Okay. Go. So I'll wait 5 minutes. Okay. Any answers? Okay, so thank you for your inputs. Okay, so let's solve. Okay, so a cubed plus b cubed. So that's a plus b cubed. So we have a cubed plus 3ab times a plus b plus b cubed. Okay, so now we need to find a plus b first. So a plus b would be a squared plus 2ab plus b cubed, b squared. So we have a squared plus b squared is 107. Okay, plus 2 times 13. So that's 107 plus 26. So we have 133. Okay. A plus B is A plus B would be square root of 133. Okay. Now we have A plus B as square root of 133 cube equals A cube plus 3 times 13 times square root of 133. Okay. Plus B cube. So this is 133 square root of 133 plus A cube plus 2, 3 times 13, 39 square root of 133 plus B cube. So A cube plus B cube would be 133 minus 39, 94 square root of 133. Okay. So any question? Thank you guys for participating. Okay. So take note on your mistakes. So at least learn from that, diba? So that's how we learn. Okay. So if you move forward, you go secondary 4, you go to college next. Okay, do it as a hobby, as a habit, sorry. Do it as a habit to check on your mistakes and correct them every time. Okay, so that's the way to learn things by heart. Okay, so yes, you can also do that. So next, find the remainder when 49 raised to 12 is divided by 8. Okay, so first you need to find the remainder when 49 divided by 8. So this is the nearest one is 48. So basically 1 modulo 8. So 49 is 1 modulo 8. So we raised this to 12. So basically 49 raised to 12 is also 1 modulo 8. So the remainder is 1. Okay. So next, the side lengths of a triangle are 7, 12, and 17. Find the area of this triangle. So you're given the three sides. So basically use Heron's formula, which is area of a triangle is square root of S times S minus A times S minus B times S minus C, where our ABC are our sides of the triangle and S is our semi-perimeter, which is equivalent to A plus B plus C divided by 2. So in this case, this is equal to 18. So substitute everything. So you have S times S minus 7 times S minus B times S minus C. So simplifying the radical, we have area, sorry, should be our area. Area B 6 square root of 33 square units. Okay, so any question? How to write square root in the test? Okay, you can write square root, something like that. So for this case, 6 square root of 33. Okay, thank you. Any other questions? How to easily find the third form? Okay, so you mean from this point, from the fourth line? Okay, cool. So the best way, the fastest way to do that is, okay, so let's make it bigger. 18 times 11 times 6 times 1. Okay, so you factor everything, 18 and 6. Okay, so that would be 6 times 3, right? It's 18 and 11, 6 by 1. Okay, so the common one here is 6. So you have 6 squared times 3 times 11. So since we have a square root of 6 squared, so that's basically, this is basically 6 squared times square root of 3 times square root of 11, right? So from here, square root of 6 squared is 6, and square root of 3 is square root of 3. Okay, no other, there is no integer square root for that, and hence we get square root of 33 inside. Okay. Okay. Problem. Any other question? None. So let's proceed. So let's catch up some time. Time check is 3. Okay, we have 30 minutes. Okay. So here in acute triangle ABC, you have AB equals 17, BC is 18, and AC equals 6. Find the value of 2 times sine B over sine C. So this is called the sine law. Okay, sine law, which is easy. Okay, so if we have a triangle ABC, okay, triangle ABC, okay, I don't assume this is a equilateral triangle, okay, so don't assume this. So let's say we have this triangle ABC, okay, so this one is vertex A, this one is vertex B, and this one is vertex C. So the side opposite to vertex A would be side A. That's small a. Okay. The side opposite to vertex B would be side B. Okay. And the side opposite to C would be small c. Okay. Now sine law states that what color? Green. Okay. Sine A over A is equivalent to sine B over B, which is equal to sine C big C over C. Okay. Okay, so now from these equations, we can only use two, right? It's either A and B, B and C, or A and C. Okay. So now we need to find B and A. Okay. So now from this side, from the given, okay, so we have A, which is equal to BC. This is 18. AC is 6. AC 6. And AB is 17. Okay, that's 17. Right? So now we need to find 2 sine B over sine A. So it means we need to use this equation, right? Sine A or sine B, sine A over A equals sine B over B. Okay. So now let's just substitute. Okay, so sine A, which is our A, small a is 18, right? Sine B, who is our B? 6. Okay, so this means we have sine A over sine B is equivalent to 18 over 6, correct? Okay, so it should be the opposite. Sorry, eraser. It should be sine B over sine A. So we have sine B over sine A is equivalent to 6 over 18, correct? So this is equivalent to 1/3. So now we are tasked to solve 2 times that. So basically 2 sine B over sine A is 2 times 1/3, which is 2/3. Okay, so any question? So basically your first thing to know should be the sine law to solve this. So if you don't know this, it will be hard. Okay, there are other ways, but this is the fastest way. Any question? So again, if the side A, the small a, is the opposite of vertex A, the big A. Okay, so if everything for B and for C is the same. Okay, and you do ratio and solve what's asked. So if there is no question, let's proceed. 21. Find the shortest distance from the point to a line. Okay, so there are 2 cases here. So I already told the Philippine students because I was teaching them also for this. So there are two kinds of problem for this. Is there is a line to point. Okay, so basically this problem, the shortest distance between a line to a point or point to a line, that's just the same. The formula here is ax sub 0 plus by sub 0 plus c over square root of a squared plus b squared. Okay, so basically, okay, so fun fact, 0 y 0 is also called x naught. Okay, it's called x naught. This is y naught. Okay, so in case you're asked, at least you know. Next is line to a line. Line to line. So we have d equivalent to c2 minus c1 over square root of a squared plus b squared. Okay, so please, if you don't know this, just copy. So here, for our problem, the case is a line to a point. Okay, so for a line, our equation should be ax plus by plus c plus 0. Okay, and our point would be x sub 0, y sub 0, which is, in this case, we have 9, 5. Okay, so here, our line is negative 2x plus y plus 5 plus 0. Basically, our a is negative 2 and our b is 1. Okay, so substitute everything. So that's 5. That's negative d would be negative 2a. Our a is negative 2 times x sub 0, x naught is negative. That's 9. Then plus 5. B is 1. Okay, in any case, I'll just do this one. Plus b is 1 times 5. Then plus c is 5 plus 5 over square root of 1 squared negative 2 squared negative 2 squared plus 1 squared. And also don't forget absolute value because that's distance. So we have 8 over square root of 5, which is 8 square root of 5 over square root of, over 5. Okay. Any question? None. So let's proceed. Find the area enclosed by the y-axis at the straight lines 9x plus 3y minus 7 and y equals 0. Okay, so basically we need to find the intercepts of this line. So the intercept for the x-intercept here. So we have 3, 0, and y-intercept is 0, 9. Okay, so basically we graph that. This is our 0, 9, and this is our 3, 0. So basically our line is like this. Okay, so this is our line. Okay, and also we have y equals 2. Our y equals 2 would be something here, would be somewhere here. Okay, so this is our y equals 2. Okay, this is 2. So the area enclosed by the y-axis, the straight line, the y-axis, right? Correct. So basically this one. Okay, this one. Okay, so that, yeah, we need to find the area for that. So that's okay. We need to find, okay, for this one. Okay, so this is equivalent to 7, right? That's 9 minus 2. This is 7. All we need to do is to solve for this one, the bottom. Okay, this one, right? So to solve that is we need to solve for x when y is 3 and when y is 2. So 9x plus 3 times 2 minus 7 equals to 0. So we have 9x plus 21. X is 7/3. So it means we have 7/3 for that. So now we have the sides of a triangle now. So area is 1/2 base times height. Our base is 7/3. Our height is 7. So we have 20 base. We have 49 over 6. We have 49 over 6. Okay. So any question? Okay. I think this one is wrong. It should be 7, not 9. So let's proceed. Point M with coordinates x7 is the midpoint of A with coordinates 1, negative y, and B with coordinates 35, negative 15. Find the value of x minus y. So it's just the midpoint formula. So basically our x would be the sum of the coordinates of A and B. So that's 35 plus 1 over 2. And 7 would be the sum of the y coordinates of A and B. So that's negative y plus negative 15 divided by 2. So solving for x and y, you have x equals 18 and y equals negative 29. Okay. So x minus y would then be 47. Okay. So next, I guess everyone got this one. 24. If a straight line L passes through point A with coordinates negative 6 and 5, and the slope of L is negative 2, find the y-intercept of L. Okay, so this is just the point slope form. So we have m equivalent to y2 minus y1, right, over x2 minus x1. Okay, so we only have 1 point pala. So the best way to do this is so y minus y sub 1 over x minus x sub 1. Okay, so we have m to be -2 and y minus 5 over x plus 6. Okay, so solving for that, we have y minus 5 plus -2 times x plus 6. Okay, so we need to find the y-intercept. So it means we let x equals 0. So x equals 0. So y -5 equals to -2 times 6. We have y equals -12 plus 5. So this is y equals -7. Okay, so this one is wrong. Okay, so next. 25. 39 cards are marked from 1 to 39, and 2 cards are drawn at random. So basically, out of 39 cards, you draw two cards, okay, now, and that's without replacement. So the question is, find the probability that one card drawn is a multiple of 3 and another one is a multiple of 5. Okay, so basically one card is multiple of 3 and the other is a multiple of 5. Okay, so from 1 to 39, you have these multiples of 3. So basically total of 11 and so 5. And for 5, you have a total of 5 numbers. And for 3 and 5, you have equivalent to 2. Okay, so now we need to find the probability for that in total. So first is you take 1, 11, choose 1, and 5, choose 1. Okay, this is for the for 3 and 5. For 3 and 5. Next is 11, choose 1, and 2, choose 1. This is for 3 and 15. 3 and a multiple of 15. Okay, next is plus 11 plus 2, choose 1, and 5, choose 1. Okay, so this is for 15 and 5. Okay, plus the terms when you get both multiples of 15. Okay, so 2, choose 2. So in total, this is so this is the equivalent for that. Okay, so and also our denominator would be 39, choose 2. Okay, so this would be the explanation for that. Okay, so solving for simplifying each terms, you have this one. Okay, so in total, that's 8 over 741. Okay, so 2 here is from this one. This is 39 times 38. That's divided by 2. Okay, that's 39 taken 2. So that's why we have 2 at the numerator. Okay, so in total, simplify. So we have 88 over 741. Okay, so next number. Julia draws 5 hats randomly from a bag containing 6 red hats and 5 yellow hats. Find the probability that at most, okay, we have at most 3 yellow hats are drawn. So it means if you have at most, it means you have P of yellow to be at most, okay, wait. if you have at most yellow, it means this one, right? Yellow should be equal, less than or equal to 3. So it means yellow is, when yellow is equals to 0, when yellow is equals to 1, plus when yellow is equal to 2, plus when yellow is equal to 3, right? So this takes a lot of time. Okay. So what the fastest way to solve this without doing that would be use complement. So it means 1 minus p when y is greater than 3, correct? When y is greater than 3. So it means when y equals to 4 minus when y is equals to 5. Okay, because at most we have 5 yellow hats, correct? So any question for that? Any clarification? Just ask, please, before we proceed. So everyone understood the man? Okay. So none? So let's proceed. Okay, so from here, okay, so as you can see, in solution, don't look at the solution box first. Okay, so from here, this is equivalent to 1 minus when y is equal to 4. When we choose yellow hats, okay, so that's basically when we choose out of 5, you choose 4, right? So and the remaining one would be from the red. So that's 6, choose 1, correct? Over when out of 11, you choose 5, correct? So this is your denominator. You have 11 hats, you choose 5 hats, okay? Next, when y equals 5, so basically 5 yellow and 0 and 0 for the red hats, right? Over 11, taken 5, okay? So for this, the best way to check your solution is this 5 and 6 must be total to 11, okay? 5 and 6 must be total to 11. And also, for the bottom part, right? So that should be, oops, can't write. 4 plus 1 equals to 5, right? And 5 plus 0 is equals to 5. Okay, so that's your way of checking if your answer is correct. So after that, the challenge here is this the simplification. So basically, just be careful every time you take this. So this is the bottom 11 choose 5. That's 11 times 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 factorial over 5 factorial times 6 factorial. Okay. So how about I'll just erase this. I'll just make this 6 factorial. So cancel. So okay, anyway, let's do that after. So for the numerator, you have 5 taken 4. So that's 5. Then for 6 taken 1, that's 6. Okay. Next is 5 taken 5. So that's 1. And 6 taken 0, that's 1 also. Okay. So in total, we have, okay, let's just cancel this out. Cancel 120. So for 5, this is 5 factorial. This is 120. 12, 3, 4, 8. Okay. So you have 31, 30. That's 31 times 1. 31 over 11 times 3 times 2 times 7. Okay. So you have 1 minus 31 over 462. So basically, that's 431 over 462. So any question? And imagine if you do 0, 1, 2, and 3 instead. Okay, so basically you're adding two more terms of that. So basically twice the amount of time. So at least for this kind of solution, you save half of the time. Okay. So again, there's no problem. The only problem if we do the first equation, would be it's time consuming, and in competitions, time is your enemy. Okay, so basically you solve as much as fast as possible, correct? So that's why we train and we offer different solutions, the fastest and the solutions that you like depends on your preferences. Okay, so any question for this problem? None? Okay, so let's proceed. 27. Okay, so if x and y are positive integers, so here we have this restriction. X and y are positive integers such that 13x plus 3y equals 239. Find the maximum value of x times y. Okay, so here we are required that x and y are positive integers. Okay, so for this, we can use extended Euclidean algorithm. Euclid. Okay, so basically the steps for extended Euclidean algorithm is very tedious, it's boring, but it's long, boring and long. So we don't like that kind. But that's the way to solve this kind of problem. Okay. So because we are restricted that x and y are positive integers. So that's a restriction actually. So for that, we can convert this 13x plus 3y equals 239. We know if we divide 239 by 3, you have a remainder of 2, right? So that's why here you say x is 2 modulo 3. Okay, for that, with that, I'll say 239. Wait, but I guess it's wrong. Wait, 239 modulo 13. That should be I guess this should be, sorry. I think this should be 13x. This should be 3x plus 13y equals 239. Okay, so I mean, it's just the same, but different x and y. But the solution here is catered when this is the given 30x plus 13y plus 239. In any case, just the same solution, but the solution in the box is cyan. It's uh, I just don't waste this solution box here because it takes a lot of time to write this here in the board again. Okay, so I'll just convert the solution to the correct one, the question to the correct one. Okay, so this should be the equation. Okay, so this is for the x and this is for the y. So basically, this is the essence that, okay, so we have x equals 2 plus 3k and y would be 71 by 13k. Okay, so at any k, you can solve x and y, okay, for any positive k from 1. When k is 1, this is our solution. Okay, this is for k equals 1. And for k equals 2, for k equals 0, sorry, for k equals 0 and for k equals 1, 2, and so on. So you solve for x and y, every case, and you solve x times y also. So as we know, okay, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, on 6 cases, the maximum value is 360. Okay, so that would be the case if we are restricted to x and y are positive integers. Okay, so next, so times 330. I'm sorry, I think I need to make this fast. 828. It's known that A, B, C, D are integers and all of them are greater than 5. Find the number of solution sets of A, B, A plus B plus C plus D equals 29. Okay, so basically all of them must be greater than 5, right? So here we should convert this to this form: A prime plus 5, B prime plus 5, C prime plus 5, and substitute, and you'll get the simplified equation. And here you can, the number of solutions for this one is C 9. Eraser would be 9 minus 1, taken 3 minus 1. So 4, 4, sorry. That should be 4 because A plus A, B, C, and D. So basically 8 taken 3, which is equivalent to 56. Okay. Next, 29. A pair 6 die is shown 3 times. Find the probability that the product of numbers obtained is 24. Okay, so there are only 3 numbers that will satisfy when the product numbers is 24. So first is 1, 4, 6. And there are 3 factorial ways to choose this, to arrange this. So you have 3 factorial is 6. Next is 2, 3, 4. And also there are 3 factorial ways to arrange this. And next is 2 to 6. And there is 3 factorial over 2 factorial because there are 2 repeating numbers, which is 2. Okay. In total, we can arrange this 3 times only. So that's why here, the probability when you get 1, 4, 6 is 1 over 6 to the 6. Okay, so that's 216. And also for 2, 3, 4 and 2 to 6. And from here, you only need to multiply and how many ways they can be arranged. So this is for 1, 4, 6. This is for 2, 3, 4. And this one is for 2 to 6. Okay, so in total, that's 5 over 72. Okay, so any question? None? So, okay, can you go back to 28? So, 28. Okay, what will be your question here? So, what's your specific question in 28? Okay. So, let's proceed. I'm sorry, I can't go back to 27. So, you can just watch the video for that. Okay, so let's proceed to 30. Okay, so find the number of 3 digits number such that hundredths digit is smaller than the tens digit and the tens digit is smaller than the units digit. Okay, so basically the largest one should be the units digit, right? So basically if we have a number n equal to ABC, okay, so basically this is 100A plus 110B plus C. So we have C should be greater than B and should be greater than A, correct? So for that, it means we should start C to be 9. Okay, so it means the other ones are 8. Wait. And also A should be greater than 0. Okay, so basically A is 1. A should start with 1. Okay, so if C is 9, B is 8, and A would be 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7. Okay. When B is 6, I will be 7. You have A to be 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 cases. Basically, if you move B equals 6, B equals 5, B equals 4, A would be in total 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, right? So in total, this is 7 times 8 over 2, that's 28. Okay. So this is the case when C equals 9. Next, when C equals 8, it means B equals 7, right? Then A would be from 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that is from 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that should be 6. That should be 6. Okay. So when B equals 6, you have A to be 5 to 1, right? Or 5 only. So in total, when C equals 8, this should be 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So this is 5 times 6. Sorry, 6 pala. 6. This should be 6 times 7 over 2, which is 21. Okay, so basically, the pattern repeats. Okay, so from 1 to 7, and 1 to 6, then 1 to 5, then 1 to 4, then 1 to 3, then 1 to 2, and 1. Okay. So here from 1 to 7, in total, this is 28. Here, then 6, okay, 21. Then when C equals 7, this means B is 6. And this means A would start from 5 to 1. Okay, the same pattern. So this would be 15. This one is 10. This one is 6. This one is 3. Okay, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This would be 1. 6, 3 plus 2, 8. Should be 1 to 1 is 1. Okay. Total, this is 86. Okay. Excuse me, what is the answer? Question 29. Question 29. That's 5 over 72. There, that's only 84. Okay. There is no other question for question 29. I can only go back one question because of time. Sorry for that. Okay, so if none, let's proceed to 20 from number 30. That's only 84. Okay. It's only 84. So 84. This is when C equals, wait, I'll make another color. This is when C equals 9, C equals 8, C equals 7, C equals 6, C equals 5, C equals 4, C equals 3. Okay, so when C equals 3, you have B equals 2, and your A would be only 1. Okay, so this is correct. When C equals 4, you have B equals 3, and A would be 2 and 1. Okay, so this should be only 1 plus 2, that's 3. Okay, 1 and 2, 2 only. And when B equals 2, your A would be 1 only. Okay, I'll count again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, correct. So the answer would only be 84. Okay, so there's no 2. There's no 2. That's 86. So that's 84 only. You go back to question 28. I can only extend up to 45 because I still have to for the next schedule. Okay, for 28. Okay, let's start from 1 to 8. Okay, there's someone asked can from 1 to 8. If you don't have any other question, you can leave. Okay. So thank you. And anyway, there is a video for this. I recorded this and I'll upload. Okay, so for question number 1, thank you also. So you can leave up. If you don't have any question, you can leave. Okay. So from 1 to 8, okay, so here for number 1, the sum of 9 consecutive odd numbers. So you'll just use this formula. Okay, color yellow. Okay, this formula for the sum. And here you have n to be 9 since 9 consecutive, and the difference of odd numbers is equals to 2. So you just substitute everything. Now you solve for a equals 15. That's your first term. Now you need to find the third largest number of these 9 consecutive odd numbers. Okay. So basically, if you have these 9 numbers, this one from 1 to 9 numbers, so your first term is 15. Next, add for that is 17 and so on. And your third largest would be 27. Okay. For the find the video, I'll upload it, and the organization will. You can just ask the organization, okay, and they will give you the link. I'll upload that after this. Yeah, the Zoom will convert it. So it takes maybe 40 minutes, and after that, I'll upload it within seconds. Okay. So for that, you can ask the video again. So I'm sorry for number 2 to 8. That's a lot, but I guess you can just watch the video for that. Okay. Yes, I'll upload the video right away. After the Zoom will convert it. It takes 40 minutes for it to convert because we have a 2-hour discussion. Okay. For 28. Okay, for 28. For 28. Sir, for 20, shouldn't it be 4C2? 4C2. 4C2. 4C4 then. 8C4. 8C4. Minus 1. No, that should be 8C4. That should be 8C3 only. Okay. That should be 8C3. Should be minus 1, everything. Go, you can show. This one doesn't belong to 0. So I guess maybe that's where the case. So we can find 0 here. Thank you also. Again, if you don't have any question, you can leave. Okay. Yes, you're right. Should be greater than 6. A plus 6, B plus 6, C plus 6, B plus 6. Okay, my bad. You're right. Okay, so this one should be A plus B, B prime, B prime, C prime, it's B prime. 5. This should be 5 plus 4 minus 1. Taken 4 minus 1. 8 taken 3. Okay, you're right. Thank you, Joshua Velasco. You're right. It should be 8 taken 3. 5 plus 4, 8 taken 3. 8 taken 4. Okay, just continue, please. Okay. So, okay, nice. I see where you got it wrong. So your end that your K for here should be 4, not 5. It should be the other way around. So basically, that would be A plus B plus C plus D is equals to N. And your K is the number of terms. So this is your K equals to 4. So any reaction for that? Don't worry, I'll upload it right away. After the Zoom will convert the video. So isn't the sum okay? Okay, thank you. I'll search. Basically, I'm still bars and bars. Okay, okay. Let's confirm it.
Could you turn back question 23 and 24? I want to take a picture.
Wait, sorry. What was it again?
Could you turn back question 23 and 24? I want
23. Okay, sure.
23
23
and
and
24.
okay,
Okay, thank you.
sure.
I want to take a picture.
Okay, wait, I'll just erase.
Hmm.
Can you erase your ink here?
Okay, and then 24.
Okay, sure.
Okay, thank you.
Any other concerns?
Just want to have a look your explanation.
For what number?
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Just
Okay. So let's back to number 30. Now it 28. Okay. So okay. So this is the stars and bars. Okay, where's my percentage? Okay. Can I paste here? No, wait. No, I can paste it here. Basically, you were right, but it should be your K should be still K should be the number of labeled horns sample. Okay. So basically the stars on bar is equivalent to n plus K minus 1 taken n. This is also equivalent to n plus K minus 1 taken K minus 1. Okay, so by definition, okay, this is the definition. Wait, let me copy this one. Okay. So any other questions? You can leave. So I'll stop the record now. Okay, thank you also. Yes, basically your n should be the equal sign, the right side of the equal sign. That's your n. So you can also read that here. Brilliant. Okay, here. That's a great way of learning. Okay. Okay, sure. Thanks also for your question. So no other requests? You can leave. So I can start my 4:30. Still need to go out, sorry. Okay, so yeah, sure, it's cool. All right, good. So you can learn there in Brilliant. You just can like in your Facebook or anything. So too late. I answered all of it, so I'm pretty sure. Yeah, yeah. So you can try answering the different problems today. Bye. Thank you. Thank you also. Goodbye.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.